What's up, world? Your boy, a guy named Tye, reporting live from the Tye Aarons Podcast. And today, the podcast is brought to you by Release the Beast Fitness. For a limited time, to all of our listeners, you can get the Lean Leopard, which is for the ladies, and the Lean Beast fitness program for up to 40% off. Check the link in my bio or go to releasethebeastfitness.com/podcast to get an amazing discount. Anywho, let's hop into this.
All right, here we go. April 4/20, and it is Tye's birthday, my good friend, all the way in middle school. So I'm gonna send him the link. 1 second, hey man, what's up? Cause I'm trying to do an interview with a friend of mine. It's his birthday, but I'm figuring out this whole Instagram live thing right now. Let's see. It says you can only go live with someone if they're watching the video. So I'm just trying to figure that out. Sent him a link. Okay, there we go. It says waiting for Tye Aarons. Okay, here we go. All right.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude.
Thanks, man.
So, how do you feel?
I definitely feel wiser. Yep. This cosmic journey is flowing into, going one more revolution around the sun. It's good to make it past. Make it to 25, quarter century.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously a very important time in your life. And I'm really proud to see you come this far, especially with all the endeavors you have going on. Speaking of which, definitely want to talk to you about it. Want to ask you about how your fitness journey started, about how your education came through and your accumulated experience with all you've done fitness wise with Release the Beast and yourself, starting from a young boy to a jacked overlord.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting journey. See, my parents were both very into fitness. My dad really enjoyed doing a lot of bodybuilding type workouts. My mom ran track and stuff. For a while, she got really deep into nutrition. So fitness was I grew up with it. It was an integral part of who I am, just like music is, right? Now, I found parkour videos on YouTube back in the day. And that was the thing that sparked a lot of my interest in health and wellness and just, getting involved in fitness, getting deeper into the fitness world. Because I was a skinny kid that couldn't do a pull-up to save my life. And
you could hit a high note, though, with singing.
They gave me all the solos in school, the high solos, that the girls couldn't even hit those notes, which was very interesting. Oh man, and that Michael Jackson vibe. But yeah, parkour was the thing for me at first, and that really got me into fitness, got me into training more. I would go to the park every day at 8 a.m. and just bang out as many pull-ups as I could. When I was 14, 15, as many push-ups as I could. I'd go running and stuff, and I just started.
So this is right after middle school, huh?
Pretty much, yeah, right after middle school. Even actually during middle school, I'd say grade 8 is when I really started getting into just what can I do. And my friend Brendan, we used to challenge each other all the time. Right? Yeah, our friend Brendan.
Yeah, because for context, Tye and I went to the same middle school, but I was a year above him. We shared a French immersion class, but I just left as he's describing what he just went through in terms of getting more into fitness. I just went to grade 9, and then he was at Sir Ernest Macmillan in grade 8. And the last time I caught him before seeing him again in high school was him not doing any kind of fitness. It was all about music.
Yeah, it was just all about the music. Had my own band, started choir, did a little bit of acting. Actually, that was right after you left too. Did my first little short film in middle school. But yeah, then fitness just really became something that was more and more important to me. Fast forward a little bit, I met this a bunch of cool guys at this company called Body by Chosen. And they would come to the neighborhood every Tuesday and Thursday. And the guys in the community, we used to work out together. So then that was like more of a challenge, more competition, where it's like, I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to do more push-ups than you, more pull-ups than you, more of these crazy dips and whatever. And that really sparked it in me where it's like, yo, I want to do this. Like, this is a lot of fun. Started going to the YMCA, started training with my dad, started training with other people, like my friend Lisa. We used to go and work out, like just getting deeper and deeper into the fitness. Now, after that, education-wise, let me rewind a bit. Being in fitness actually let me see that I can help other people through helping them move better and learn about how to move better. And that became like one of the most important things for me. And at one point I wanted to be a life coach. And I'm like, because I just love like Tony Robbins, and I just like that sphere of self-development. And when I saw that fitness and wellness and life coaching is like being a fitness coach, those just put the two together. It was something that I'm like, hey, I want to do this. And so I just started pursuing it, started reading a lot of books, started studying anatomy on my own. Started looking at open source universities so I can just study by myself first, get as much knowledge as I can. Started doing things like the P90X program, just see what it's like and what other people might go through. And eventually went to college. And after college, just kept on self-learning, going to different courses and whatnot. And now we're here with Release the Beast Fitness, looking to help thousands of people across the world doing more fitness programs, wellness programs, helping skinny guys get jacked, helping girls get nice flat stomachs and big booties.
Well, how is it like at college as far as like getting taught versus doing a lot of self-learning in the beginning?
Honestly, it was a big shift, especially because I came from a calisthenics background where I just did all body weight training. And even a part of that is because my dad wouldn't allow me to. He's like, you're not allowed to lift weights until you're 18 plus. And I was waiting for the green light to lift weights. Being in college just opened up a whole new world for me. Like having all of my classmates that are power lifters, bodybuilders, and Olympic lifters, and just introducing me to weights for the first time. Being around like my knowledgeable professors, which just they were the greatest. They're just the greatest. I even my professor Adam, to this day, it's his voice that I hear when I'm studying fitness stuff. Like it's like I'll be reading something and it's his voice playing in my head, which is like I would say he left a huge imprint on me. But yeah, studying in college is just a whole new world. It opens up so much more excitement for fitness and wellness, opened up a lot more spheres as far as even like stress management, mental health, and wellness, which even is why now Release the Beast is partnered with Jack.org, which is like all about mental health, and wellness. But yeah, it was a great experience. I did mostly go there for networking, more so than anything else, but just learning everything and being immersed in that environment of just everything wellness, fitness, every single day. Well, and then just everyone I know, it's all we talk about. It's all we do.
Yeah.
We jokes around. And
That's the thing. The people around you really influence, of course, what's on your mind. And unfortunately, we're in a time right now where a lot of people are, at home. They have to be quarantined. And so obviously a big question here is like, what mindset should one have in this quarantine around fitness? They're not necessarily around all their gym buddies and their gym rat friends the way they were before. So what can they do to still feel that motivation? And for those who didn't even work out before, what can they do to flip a switch and get onto a fitness track during this time?
Okay, so I'd say I'm going to break this down into the two parts. So first, like people that are finding it difficult not being around that fitness environment, definitely connecting with the people online. Like you may have seen like these push-up challenges, these handstand challenges, all these different challenges that folks are doing to just to keep in touch with people right now during these trying times. It's very like that's one thing that people are doing and they should continue doing it. I would say folks like me, don't tag me in everything all the time because it can become a lot. Like I get so many people like, hey yo, 20 push-ups, 30 push-ups, 100 push-ups, and then it's like, yo, if I were to do every single one, I'd be doing like 1,000 push-ups for the day,
Yeah.
and then it's like I still have other workouts,
But
but
you can't do
doing those
1,000 push-ups?
oh, definitely could. But, like doing that every day, crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? After this, I'm gonna make a video, 1,000 push-ups in a day. I'm gonna do that. Like, let's make that a
Yeah,
reality.
that's what the fast forward edit effect is for videos. You
Oh yeah,
know?
100%.
Yeah, you can
You
definitely show
walk
that
away.
off.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
uh,
what kind of exercises do you recommend, given a lot of people miss their big weights? Even though you can get weights, it can be a bit difficult with the shipping and all of that right
yeah,
now.
even for me, like I've been finding it really difficult because like I love deadlifting, and I had an injury on my shoulder for a while, and now that I was finally better, this quarantine happened. So I'm like, when can I deadlift? Um, Honestly, like finding different things. Like I went to the beach the other day and I saw a giant tree, like giant, like just a fallen over tree, and I'm like working out with that. Um, right now, I think it'd be a great time to do more calisthenics, more body weight training. Focus on going slowly with your movements is going to be very beneficial to you. Um, Focusing on even like making your own stuff. Like one of my coworkers, he just made his own squat rack in his backyard with some plywood and buckets, and I think he put concrete in it. It's like there's ways that you can get around it. Right now, it's a great time to be creative, but just finding what you can use around your house. I think one person was doing deadlifts with their couch, like lifting up one side and making sure their forms right and everything, and just raising that thing, bringing it back down. Um, but be creative, have fun, invite family and friends to explore with you. And when you're quarantined at home, if you haven't been in fitness before and you want to be, following my page is going to be one of the greatest things you can do because we're posting workouts every day. We're having live workouts. We're having a lot of different things to help you, especially if you're new to working out. And it's in a way where you can ramp it up or ramp it back down. Like even some of these workouts I'm trying out, I'm making them and I'm doing them because I will not give you something I haven't necessarily tried myself. And these can be pretty damn tough. Like,
Yeah.
I'm winning some of these, like.
Yeah, the mental health benefit of working out during quarantine is just like bar none.
Oh
During
yeah.
these times for a lot of people, it can feel very, very dark. And anything you do that's like self-help, including helping your own fitness and your own body, that can shine,
Mm,
even if it's just a small workout, like 15 minutes of like just jumping jacks, like it can provide a little bit of light. And because things can feel so dark, that light shines and it's very obvious in
mm,
terms of your overall day, especially if you start out with a workout of some kind. Like it really can help you become less neurotic as you get involved with all the thinking involved with trying to figure this thing out. When you can't
exactly.
really figure it out. But being in your
Exactly.
body and doing a squat is more real than all the fears that you have about the future. Like when your butt is
Mm-hmm.
sore or your arms are sore, your abs are sore, that is more real than any
Mm-hmm.
anxious thought that is coming through your mind. So I think
Yeah.
people as they become more creative and follow your advice, follow your page, like they'll be able to really tell that like as they're going through a fitness journey throughout this quarantine, it'll definitely keep them on the path more than not, and especially as we come out of it, right? You'll come out of it a lot stronger, hopefully, or at least strong of mind, at least with the discipline that comes with doing it as much as you can.
Exactly. You'll find that you have more presence um, by working on being in your body a little more instead of just in your head. And I personally find that when I don't exercise, I get very depressed. Um, Before I didn't really understand it. I'm like, why do I feel so low? Why do I feel so sad? And I've talked to other people and they've experienced similar things where they're like, they didn't even realize it. Where it's like, whoa, I was not working out for X amount of time and I fell into this deep depression. But then they start training again. They're like, oh shit, I came out of that so quickly. Um, and that's something that, especially in these times, getting that endorphin boost, that release, that positive rush, getting that heart going, um, is very important. I know that what Tony Robbins says, emotions are energy in motion. And so when we then don't move, the energy we have inside of us becomes frenetic, right? And that spiritual energy frenetically cycling repetitively can become negative. And so by getting active, getting pumped, getting moving,
Sorry, the alarm, all that is going on outside.
uh,
Things are going down out there. Thank you for your
yo,
service,
thank you.
fireman.
Right? They're keeping us safe in these streets. Holy.
Yeah, but you're absolutely
Someone
right.
got a low TV. It's 420, and someone just like they're starting off right. Hotbox the whole house.
To the fire alarm goes off. Speaking of which, I was going to ask you, as far as fitness and related to cannabis, given it's 420, like how can cannabis help with someone's overall fitness?
Okay, so I really appreciate CBD for recovery. CBD creams, oh my God, that was a lifesaver for my shoulder. Like, this helped me with so much pain, like, be able to do my rehab properly. Yeah, happy 420 to you,
Yeah,
Xavier.
happy 420. Yeah, absolutely.
I did find that before, like, maybe sometimes workouts can be a little boring, Sometimes they can be boring, but you still gotta do them. So I find that, like, a little bit of a vape, a little bit of a one hitter, something light, little amount, before a workout can be very beneficial because then you're just like, oh, I'm just doing it. I'm not thinking about doing it. I'm just doing it, and you're present to it, right? Instead of like, oh man, I have another set. It's like, oh shit, do I have another set? I'm gonna just do it anyways,
When the forgetfulness works in your favor.
It works in your favor. It's like, was that 10? I'll just do a couple more, whatever. You just go back and just keep going. Like, it's super beneficial.
Yeah. I find that I can sometimes feel my muscles a little bit more intimately with using. For sure, yoga has a pretty deep relationship with cannabis. So stretching and yoga, of course, is something that's pretty recommended. But I find with cardio, personally, I can get into more of a flow state if I've partook and used it with the right intention to really help my workout, for sure. Thank you, Lisa, for the little leaf there and the peace sign. We're trying to keep it 420 friendly today. And so, I definitely feel like cannabis also on an anti-inflammatory level, like it's not even just the THC and the CBD, but also the terpenes inside the plant that can help. I was just reading, just was searching it a little bit earlier. It was a terpene called, let's see here, beta carotene that helps a lot with inflammation. And so there's different, like, I guess you could say flavonoid flavor compounds in cannabis that are similar to other flowers that can really help all kinds of different ailments. And in terms of this beta carotene one, it can help with inflammation. So it's like post-workout is definitely a good time to partake. Of course, you know, if you have other things to do, you may not want to overdo it, but a little bit after can help deal with that soreness that's definitely going to come up if you did a proper workout. And so I definitely feel like it's worth mentioning that fitness side to it because it's so often seen as a motivational drug, and it can be that. But at the end of the day, a lot of it is shaped by your intention. And I've used it with the intention to dance, with the intention to do my indoor bike and then listen to music. And speaking of music, as far as music and fitness, I want to ask you, how can music enhance or even take away from your ability to work out?
Okay, that's a very interesting one. Now, personally, I listen to a wide variety of music when I work out. Sometimes, like, I enjoy classical music for certain workouts, as strange as that may be for some other folks. It just gets me into like this zone, like especially if I'm lifting very heavy. I like something very peaceful to just get me like what I did a PR of a 400 and 70-pound deadlift the other day. And just doing that, I have my headphones on. I'm listening to like Canon and D major and whatever, you know. And I'm in a chill zone and help me focus. Whereas like if I want to get hyped, then I'm gonna do something that's really intense. I'm doing a lot like explosive movements. I'm doing like 360 push-ups and like I'm doing burpees. I'm trying to do some muscle ups and something like really intense. You know, I throw on some DMX. I throw on some 50 Cent. I throw on something that's gonna get me more hyped and like pull out more aggression from me. Now, because everyone's different, the thing that's gonna help you get hyped and help you find the zone that you need to work in for what your goal is going to be different. So I would say, hey, if it's something that someone else is playing that's not really helping you get in the zone, that's where it can be a detriment. But if it's something that you know gets you in the vibe, then it's like, yo, that's all that matters. I know that some folks say that you shouldn't listen to music when you're training, because it takes away a little bit of the of your focus on what you're doing. But like I said, there's a spectrum. Everyone's a little bit different. You got to find what works for you. Scientifically, if you're trying to do like cardio or running, or you want to keep in a steady state, listening to things that are a certain beat count can be very beneficial. And there's this really dope site. It's called Steady 130, and they have a whole bunch of different playlists that are within certain beat counts. So if you're listening to 130 beats, you're listening to 140 beats plus. It helps make sure that like you're like you have that pace, you don't have that intensity. And I find, especially when I'm teaching classes and stuff, that helps keep my clients motivated, helps them keep them going. And you can play different beat counts for different phases of your workout. So you start off slow, you have to pull it down. But like I said, it depends on everyone. It depends on you as an individual, what you find work for you. And
name that website again.
Steady 130.
Okay.
Pretty dope site if you want like something that's very like it's gonna help with like it's just these intense mixes. It's like hour-long workout mixes that it's like it's gonna keep you in that nice zone. But you have to like find what works for you, and you have a great time.
What's up, y'alls? Just gonna take a quick break from the podcast to make an announcement from one of our sponsors. Right now, Release the Beast has an amazing package available to all of you. We have the Lean Leopard and the Lean Beast Fitness Program, and it's at an amazing discount. So go to releasethebeast.com/podcast to get your discount, or check the link in the description of this episode. Anyway, let's get back into it.
Yeah. The one thing that I found with music in terms of helping me work out was there's some specific music I have that I only listen to when I work out. So if I don't feel like working out, which thankfully hasn't been the case too often, but if I don't feel like it, if I have the willingness to at least turn on that workout playlist, a part of my body is expecting the workout to come. So I kind of have some music that I exclusively only listen to when I'm working out. And if I don't feel like working out, if I play it, my body is feeling that call because the music is associated with that like visceral physical release. So, you know, that like is a tip that I would definitely share with people, because often the first step is the hardest step.
That's a wise movement to use music as a trigger. I'm similar. I have like two different Release the Beast fitness workout playlists that I normally go to. It starts off with the Release the Beast by Breakwater, just because that always gets me pumped and it works. But yeah, that type of trigger is very valuable, and you can it helps you set the intention for whatever it is you want to do. And you can use that in multiple areas of life, not just fitness, and use those triggers, those auditory triggers, to be like, oh, when I hear this, what is it? It's like Pavlov's dog. It's like you're training to get that. Yeah, it's like, yo, now every time you hear that, your body's like, wait, my heart rate's supposed to be up. Why is it not? And then you'll do something according to reach that state, right? And yeah, it's super valuable. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. As far as Release the Beast Fitness, what plans do you have as far as upcoming workouts, programs, services, offers, especially as we indefinitely go through the quarantine here and try to make the best out of working out at home?
Yeah, so there's a couple of different things we have going. We have our fitness app. Right now, we're only accepting 5 new busy men that want to lose 10 to 15 pounds over the next 60 days in a sustainable way.
Specifically men?
Yeah, I want to help I want to help guys get ripped. And yeah, that's it. Right now, I was a super skinny. I should show y'all this. This is so bad. I found a bunch of old pictures. I was a super skinny kid. It's comical how skinny I was compared to where I am now. And I just want to help a bunch of guys get jacked. So it's like if you have to lose some weight, you want to put on some muscle. I want to help focus on some guys right now. Help you get sexy for summer. Once you get out of this quarantine, city boy summer, city boy summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanna.
But I mean, just so people know, you've trained all kinds of people.
Oh yeah, I train men, women. I've done
Elderly, young, big, small, like
yeah,
all
right
kinds
now,
of backgrounds.
all sorts of backgrounds. We train art. I like to work with artists. I want to help artists and creatives. But yeah, right now we've been training the general public just for this specific program that's launching April 27th. We're only looking for 5 guys, five successful guys that want to really focus on their wellness. My friend Shay is actually doing a similar program, and she's helping focus on women. And she's super awesome. You can find her on the Release Louise Fitness page. She actually leads all of our yoga classes. But beyond that, like right now, like we've decided to divide in conference. So she's focusing on everything. I'm focusing on this. We have our fitness app. Like I said, we have our fitness app. So it's available to anyone anywhere in the world. It's remote training. Beyond that, I'm taking on some personal clients for virtual training. So that means like you're on Zoom, I'm on Zoom. We work out together, and I help guide you through the workout. What else do we have? We have a nutrition program. We have the Fight the Curve COVID-19 nutrition program. So we partnered with a company, and what we're doing is it's 2/3 of your meals for a month taken care of. Oh, hey Shay, you're just done. I just
Oh, hey, what's up?
yeah.
Yeah, synchronicities, bro.
Yeah, just mentioning your new program that you're launching on April 27th. It's gonna be great. But yeah, so we have the Fight the Curve fitness program, where it covers 2/3 of your nutrition for a month at a time. You can keep doing it long term if you want. But you don't have to. You don't choose to. It's going to teach you how to eat healthy. It's going to give you a lot of meals that you can work with. There's a private Facebook group, so if you need assistance and guidance throughout the entire challenge, there's other people going through the same challenge as you. So yeah, those are the 3 initiatives that we're launching right now. Fitness for 5 men. We'll help 5 guys out for virtual training using our fitness app. Training through Zoom, which I'm going to help a couple of folks will be one-on-one, just like if we were training in person. And then 3, the nutrition aspect of the Fight the Curve COVID-19 nutrition fitness program. Those are the 3 things we're launching, and yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, awesome. Like, I just wanted to mention, like, as far as the fitness traps that some people have nutrition traps that people have fell into during this whole quarantine, like how would you advise for people to avoid that craving for, all the junk foods that can help, take them out the moment and not really, confront some of the, maybe bad feelings they have during this time? Because eating for comfort is obviously a thing, and I've done it. Lots of people have done it. Some people, though, it becomes much, much more of an addiction. My mom has watched way too many episodes of My 800-Pound Life or whatever the heck it's called. And I've seen some stuff where I'm like, bro, like, how did it get there? Like, how did it get there? And if you're not conscious of the moment, it can get there really quick. So definitely want to ask what kind of advice you have as far as eating right.
Okay. My number 1 philosophy is eat until you're satisfied, not until you're full, right? And that's the first thing. It's be aware, eat slowly, okay? Actually, in my ebook, I cover a lot of things around nutrition. It's the ebook is completely free. If you go to releaselouisefitness.com, it's on the very start of the page. You just send us your email, you'll get the ebook right away. It's called Mind, Body, Soul: The Total Upgrade. And the nutrition aspect will definitely be something that helps people during this time. Now, one thing I would say is, hey, try intermittent fasting during this period. It'll be great. You eat whatever you want during a certain window, you cut it off, and you don't eat for the rest of the day. Right now, I'm actually exploring 8-16 eating window. so that I don't have to stress about counting my macros as much or whatever. The other thing I'd say, number 2, meal prep. You're at home, just prepare your meals in advance so that you just pull out exactly what you want to eat. You know the serving size. And if you're meal prepping, you can make sure there's enough fats in there and enough proteins in there that are going to keep you full longer. Okay? That's something that a lot of people try to avoid. They try and go for all these low-fat stuff. But the low-fat stuff is just, they replace the fat with something else that's not as good, and you're hungrier. Okay? You're not satisfied.
Yeah.
You're not reaching the satiety. Another thing I say is eat slowly. Okay? Put the fork down in between each bite and like focus on the texture of your food. Focus on what it feels like while you're eating that.
Focus on how you feel after too, huh?
Focus on how you feel after with the specific things you're eating, and like be like, hey, I feel this when I eat this, I feel that when I eat that, and just keep a mental note. Like, I know that cheese is wonderful, but cheese is not for me. You know,
it's not for a lot of Black people.
Yeah, like 25% of the population is even can digest lactate, whatever.
Yeah, lactose.
Can digest very properly. So it's like that's a whole other ballgame. But yeah, definitely just like listen to your body more. Take it easy. Don't and try to eat within a window. Eat slowly. Eat till you're satisfied. And the thing that I'm doing, where is it? Where am I?
Shout out to Medi there.
I'm drinking.
He just said, "What up, my bros?" Medi just said, "Hey."
What's up? What's up? Welcome to the video. Now, I'm trying to drink like 2 of these a day. Okay, it's making it very difficult to want to eat more when I'm full. I'm drinking my teacup right back here. My Rick and Morty mug. You know, as I wait for the new season to come out. But yeah, just drinking more tea, drinking more water, having more fluids in general. You're going to find a lot of value in that. And yeah, just take it easy, take it slow. And maybe like put away the junk food. If you're gonna have like, I have Doritos here right now. I love Doritos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a small plate, a very small plate, put some Doritos on that plate, and drink this giant thing of water with it. So I'm not gonna like always want to keep on eating more. Like I won't throw out the bag ever again.
Yeah. You know? It even starts from the grocery store. Avoiding the aisles. If you feel like, if you feel like you're going to buy it, if you see it, then don't see it. Right? And then when you make enough separation between yourself and it, then hopefully one day you can walk by it without freaking out and eating all the popcorn.
Or find awesome alternatives. Like I make homemade popcorn instead of buying like Smart Pop, and then I'll buy like the seasoning that they have in the store because it's like almost no calories, right? I like having smoothies. If I want something sweet, I'm making a strawberry smoothie with my protein powder because my protein powder is awesome. You can get it as a part of the COVID challenge. It's super dope. But the protein powder that I'm enjoying, I love it, and it's healthy for me. I'm getting my protein in. I'm having a smoothie, or I'll put more frozen frozen fruits in it than not. So it's like it's more of like ice cream. And I'll blend it down. I'll put it back. I take it out. It's like a sorbet ice cream type thing. So it's like I'm finding ways to still enjoy myself. Like, you know, like I think it sucks that some folks, you have to think you have to cut things out completely. But if you're just wise with how you're eating, you can still enjoy the things you enjoy. Just manage it properly, and make sure you're exercising. Because if you're not exercising, like then you're not burning as many calories as you could. Like I'm burning so much calories just sitting here talking to you, compared to someone that doesn't have as much muscle as me. Which is why I need like 3,000 calories a day just not to lose muscle mass at this point and lose weight. Which is like double what a lot of other people would have to eat in a day. It's like I have a lot of muscle. It's kind of great.
Honestly, dude, like I have to say that, you know, your fitness journey has really impressed me. Like I remember for everyone who's logged on, will watch this video about 6 years ago. I had a really bad breakup, and it just so happened that Tye and I were working pretty close to one another. I was working at OMERS, like a pension retirement plan company in the financial district, and I was doing some HR over there. And then Tye was working at the courthouse, which was literally like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, Federal Court of Canada. Holy.
Yeah, so we'd often have lunch together, and then after work we could go to the YMCA to make some gains. And for myself, I was like super skinny back then. I was probably weighing like 172 or something, and I'm like fucking 6'5", so it's ridiculous how like skinny I was. And before that, I'd always like had somewhat of an interest in fitness, but I didn't really take it too seriously. It wasn't until like I really got hit with that breakup and the depression that was surrounding all of it that I realized how much of a difference it was making. I remember the first time I kind of understood the importance of it was like the strength and understanding that strength is a virtue, because I remember saying how the muscle I was developing felt like an armor around my body, so to speak. And you're like, yes, man, you get it, bro. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
and then since then, even with like cardio, I know a lot of some weight rats, they're not into that. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't like lift an explosion or bullets. Like sometimes you gotta run, sometimes you gotta have some ability to really move functionally and quickly. So like that was really coming to mind, because I started to see how, as much as I admired some of the huge fucking jack dudes, like they couldn't even touch their necks, like like their muscles their chops are so big, and everything's so like dysfunctional.
I was last year.
Holy
I got to 215 pounds. I couldn't touch my back anymore. It was crazy.
Yeah. So as we were going through the training that you had me going through back then, I was like, oh, like I'm really starting to see like the benefit of fitness, not just on a physical level, but like a spiritual one, because strength is a virtue. Strength, wisdom, love, that triforce, power is definitely a real thing. And you're doing yourself a disservice if you go through this entire life without figuring out what your body can do, or at least how you can make it flow better with this gravity that we live in, this like real life hard space that requires us to use these bodies that have evolved in a way that like function with, like, I guess you could say, the way our muscles have developed, our spine has developed, the way our brain is connected to it, all of those, like, it's thousands and thousands of years to get to this point. And we're all just sitting inside and sitting down all the time in cubicles, and like, you wake up, you brush your teeth, you're sitting down with breakfast, you drive, you're sitting down, you go to the office, you're sitting down, then you're expected to work out like crazy. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people are just in this rut. And I feel like right now with the quarantine, for those who are off work, you can really build some momentum with exercise to figure out what your body is capable of. And I think that's a beautiful thing, like trying to really make some lemonade out of this really sour situation for a lot of people, right? Like, 'cause you can make lemonade. You can really do it. And like, you really helped me out with a huge aspect of my life there. So I want to thank you for that, man. It's been a while, but like, you've always helped me out with everything related with fitness, and I wanted to share that with everyone today,
Thanks, man. Yo, you're my family, and I'm always here for you. Like, geez. You just bringing up that memory, I'm like, yo, it's been a while. Like, wow.
Yeah, you didn't have dreads back then,
I didn't. I had an afro. This is long, like, holy.
Yeah. I'm jealous right now because I wish I had dreads, because I wouldn't have to worry about a fucking barber, I got the apocalypse beard going on. It looks all right. But like, this shit is going to get like this by the end. I'm going to look like that kid from Hey Arnold.
Oh my God.
Got that top hat, Yeah, it's going to be hilarious.
Oh,
but
man.
like, all is blessed, man. Happy birthday again. Hope you're feeling the power. That Taurus power.
Taurus gang.
Yeah, man. So, again, all appreciated. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Do a last plug-in for all those who, really need to check it out.
Yeah, so definitely, like, follow my page, Tye Aarons, or at Release the Beast Fitness. Keep your eye out for the different story posts because we're going to be posting a workout. So it's going to be like a picture. You can screenshot it. So you have it forever, as well as a live video. So the live video will be for the next day's workout. So if you were live with me, you get it. If you're not, then you can follow the picture the next day. And also our IG posts where if you don't know certain movements, like if you don't know how to do a chair dip, it's okay. I got you. I'll show you how to do a chair dip. If you don't know how to do a toe tap, don't worry. I got you. I'm going to show you how to do a toe tap. So just keep your eye on my pages. And yeah, let's get fit. Like by the end of this quarantine, you should be coming out of this quarantine sexier than you came in. That's
Yes, 100%. You know it. It's totally happening. All right, man. All right, have a good one. We'll definitely do this again, eh?
All right, sounds good. This was great. Thank you again.
Okay, happy birthday. Peace.
Thanks. Peace.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Tye Aarons Podcast. Remember that right now you can get 40% off the Lean Beast, which is for men, and the Lean Leopard, which is for women, fitness program by Release the Beast Fitness, our sponsor for today. Hope you have a powerful day. I'm excited to see you or spend some time with you guys in the next podcast. And that's pretty much it. Peace.